Domestic tourism has borne the brunt of the COVID-19 pandemic and the subsequent restrictions that government put in place to curb its spread. But as more and more of these restrictions start to ease, authorities are calling on South Africans to engage in local tourism in order to fast-track the industry's recovery. An expo to showcase tourism initiatives in Mpumalanga is set to get underway this weekend. It is an initiative between the Mpumalanga Tourism Parks Agency as well as Jakada Holdings. Xolani Mthethwa is the CEO of Jakada Holdings and he joins us now. Good to have you, Xolani. Thanks for being with us.
Good morning, Leanne, and good morning to your Morning Live viewers.
As I was chatting to you off air, saying it's so nice to be doing an interview, things that we used to do pre-COVID. We used to speak about tourism all the time. Then suddenly tourism came to a dead standstill. And now I'm starting to see it coming back to life. Talk to us about what it's like in Mpumalanga with regard to tourism and how hard it's been hit.
Tourism was the hardest hit by this COVID-19 pandemic, as you know. The Mpumalanga province was one of those that lost a number of jobs, and some of the establishments had to close down because of the COVID-19 pandemic. But now with the vaccine that is being rolled out, we're beginning to see a little bit of movement, we're beginning to see people coming through, which is why we have now decided to host this Mpumalanga Tourism Expo to reignite the tourism industry so that we can have the tourists coming back to our province.
Yeah, and it's so important to get the tourism in because this is where the job creation comes in. This is where, of course, we just see things moving again. But obviously, it's still a bit tough. But let's look at Mpumalanga. I mean, it's being one of the country's provinces that really does pride itself as a tourist destination. What are we hoping to achieve now? Obviously, there's still some restrictions in, but as we start opening up a little bit, what are you hoping to get out of this?
We're really hoping to get tourists, particularly starting with the domestic market, coming through. If you look at the figures pre-COVID-19, Mpumalanga sat at number 4 when you compare to other provinces in terms of the most visited provinces. So now we're trying to revive this and encourage people to come through, particularly with September being Tourism Month. We planned this expo to ensure that the Mpumalanga tourism products can be given a platform to showcase what is there to see and do when you come to the province. Mm-hmm. So if you look at travel arrivals, for example, pre-COVID-19, Mpumalanga received 1.6 million foreign visitors, and that number plummeted, obviously, with the COVID-19 pandemic. Mm-hmm. Same with the domestic market, because the numbers pre-COVID-19 were around 2.9 million domestic trips that came, but obviously with the lockdown situation and all those, people had to sit at home and couldn't travel. And we only believe that with us now getting together as a tourism industry, trying to revive the tourism industry in Mpumalanga, we will see more and more people slowly coming in to enjoy the beautiful sunshine that we have and enjoy the scenic beauty that Mpumalanga is famous for.
Yeah, and it really is. But I mean, when we look at the Tourism Expo, let's talk about what it is that is going to be on show there and how, again, we convincing tourists to come through, because it is, it's safe and that is what most people are looking for right now, is just a breakaway from where they've been locked down into a place that offers them safety and beauty at the same time.
Yeah, the Tourism Expo is planned to have a variety of tourism products. We will be having 26 exhibitors that will be displaying their different products, from things to see and do to accommodation and other activities, including health and wellness. We're planning to have this event at a shopping mall, one of the largest shopping mall in Mpumalanga, which is the Riverside Mall, this coming weekend, 11 and 12 of September. So we're encouraging the people of Mpumalanga and people from other provinces to come through and see what is on offer. And I must mention, Leanne, that this expo happens during the SA Travel Week, where with Short Left and SA Tourism, products are encouraged to give discounted rates so that we encourage the domestic market and the people of the province and also people of South Africa to get out of their homes and begin to travel. So we're encouraging our exhibitors as well to do the same, that in line with the SA Travel Week, let's get discounted packages and rates for people who come to the Expo as they plan to buy holidays for the festive season, moving up to the 2022 year.
Let's talk pricing, because that's one of the sticking points, obviously, is that, sometimes, and also in Mpumalanga, I mean, there are some of the most magnificent game lodges that, the world has to offer. But unfortunately, South Africans don't get to experience in them because of the pricing. But would we find that there'll be lots of specials that are aimed at South Africans to make sure that we do the shot left here in our own country and get to enjoy it? Let's talk pricing. It's been tough on everyone. And to attract tourists, obviously, they've got to be a good couple of specials.
Yeah, definitely. That's what we're encouraging our exhibitors to do, to arrange and have special rates that they can, have on offer. Because we know also with the pandemic that most of the people lost their jobs. They don't have disposable income. So it becomes critical that we can demonstrate that to travel within your own province, it doesn't break an arm and a leg. So that's the message that we've given to some of the exhibitors to say, come up with very affordable packages to allow people to be able to travel this summer. So in line with that, the travel, like I mentioned, that's what we are pushing forward. I must also just mention, Leanne, that we'll also be giving away fabulous travel prizes. We have put together a collection of prizes that shoppers who visit some of our stores might enter a competition to win fabulous prizes, just to create that hype and make them to come out so that they can be able to interact with our exhibitors and be able to stand a chance of winning one of the fabulous travel prizes, including spending time at the Kruger National Park. We've got packages that include the spa, the massages, and many others, walking trails that we have in the province.
Wonderful. Now, this event obviously is going to be held in person, but talk to us if people can't get there and they would like to see what is on exhibit. Is there going to be an online portal or something that people will be able to see? And just give us some ideas of how we get involved in all of this.
Yeah, we've got our website page, which is Mpumalanga Tourism Expo. We're also going to be having some information that will be sent to our website, which is the mptourismexpo.co.za. Our website is going to be live as of tomorrow, so that we assist those people that cannot be physically be at the expo for one or many other reasons, that they also access information and are able also to get in touch with what is going to be happening there.
Excellent. Well, we wish you the best of luck. Looking forward to visiting your province once again. It is one of my favorite, and we always have a wonderful time there. Of course, September is Tourism Month here in South Africa, and let's encourage South Africans to travel locally, because it is tough to get overseas, and that is the reality, is that you want to enjoy local right now. I mean, that is the one benefit, Xolani, before I let you go. I know that, we had an interview yesterday about still some of the restrictions for South Africans to travel internationally, and it isn't easy. I mean, countries are very sticky on the vaccine and not letting people in and putting South Africa on a red list and all of these things. But here in South Africa, I mean, this is where we really need to take advantage of local tourism.
Yeah, definitely. And maybe one of the last messages I want to leave with the viewers out there, let's go and vaccinate, because we believe that the tourism industry can really see a bit of improvement if we wrap up the issue of vaccination. Let's go out there and vaccinate and make sure that we protect ourselves, protect the industry, so that we can see our borders opening and getting more people, so that tourism thrives again. Tourism can also create jobs like it happened pre-COVID-19 times. So it's very, very critical that we do that.
Yeah. I keep telling you it's my final question, but now I just want to get an idea from you, because, as I say, you as a province, had a lot of international tourists, and we do know that. I mean, is there an idea of how much revenue has been lost to the tourism sector in the province of Mpumalanga? And of course, the cost to jobs.
Well, it's huge. I can tell you with the revenue, because pre-COVID-19, Mpumalanga received over 10.5 billion rand in revenue. this is the total foreign direct spend that we received from the 1.6 million foreign tourists that we received. But now with the closing of border gates and the pandemic and everything, all that 10.5 million rand revenue was just down the drain. So it has been really the hardest hit. Similar with the domestic as well. The figures are just too high.
Oh, well, listen, this is the big challenge is to eventually, I mean, get the locals, but it's to get that message out there again when international travel opens up so that you'll be able to get those funds, create those jobs once again. Thanks for talking to us, Xolani, and good luck with it. I hope it all goes well.
Thank you very much, and we really appreciate the opportunity.
Absolute pleasure. That's Xolani Mthethwa, who is the CEO of Jakada Holdings, talking to us about the impact that COVID-19 has had on tourism in Mpumalanga, and of course this upcoming tourism expo that is hoping to attract more tourists back to the area and local tourism.